As we get comfortably seated in the lotus pose, Padmasana, with spine upright, shoulders tucked back, back of the head in line with the spine, eyes gently closed. We try to slowly withdraw our minds to look at that vast, infinite space in front of our closed eyes. To look at colors, shadowy movements, darkness, or light. This vastness is called Chidakash. And we look at colors, shadowy movements, darkness, or light here. We taper our awareness now from this Chidakash to the eyebrow center. And we drop the awareness from the eyebrow center down the nose, the center of the lips, as if it's in one straight line, down the chin, the neck, to the sternum, to the chest. And spread the awareness now once again at the chest, looking at the vastness of the rib cage, the lungs embedded in it. Here also we look at colors, shadowy movements, darkness or light. Hridaya Akash. Akash being the space, Hriday being the heart. And we keep the awareness centered now from this Akash to the Hriday, the heart. Keeping intensified awareness on this heart, we chant the mantra Om 3 times together. Take a deep breath in now. And do an Om exhalation. Om. 2 more rounds. Om. Make sure you inhale fully, fill your lungs, that Akash with oxygenated air. Om. Now bring the right hand in Nasagraha Mudra by folding the index finger and the middle finger at the knuckles so that the pads of the 2 fingers are on the bump of the thumb joint. In this Nasagraha Mudra, as we take it to the nose, we do alternate nostril Kapalabhati. Active exhalations from alternate nostrils, pulling the abdomen in. Continue. While doing Kapalabhati, even if eyes open, make sure that we don't create any new sanskaras by staring or looking at any objects or people. Instead, just do an unmani. Stare mindlessly. This is just in case the eyes open. Try to keep eyes closed. Discontinue Kapalabhati, alternate nostril Kapalabhati. Bring the hands down. Notice how the breath has changed to a complete resonance and steadiness after alternate nostril Kapalabhati. And now let's do abdominal breathing. Take the awareness down to the abdomen. Inhale, inflate the abdomen like a balloon. Exhale, bring it back to normal. Continue this. Inhale, inflate the abdomen like a balloon. Exhale, bring it back to normal. While doing abdominal breathing, just try to push the entire pelvic platform down and out on the floor or the mat or the asana, the carpet, the yoga mat, the bed, the chair that you may be sitting on. Visualize all those organs in the abdomen, expanding and coming back to normal, being pumped with oxygenated air. The liver, the spleen, the pancreas, the gallbladder, the large and small intestines, the stomach, up from the diaphragm till the lowest, the appendix and the smaller intestines. This entire akash, this entire pool of all the manis, the money pool, the jewel town. Try retaining the inhalations when the abdomen is completely inflated for a moment or two, just as much as comfort level permits. Then exhale. Let the mind's eye be entirely on the abdomen. To this abdominal breathing, we now add Ujjayi breath, the throat breath where we inhale and exhale soundfully, contracting the epiglottis, the glottis, the larynx in the throat pit in such a way that every inhalation and every exhalation makes a sound. Beginners will keep their mouth open to inhale and exhale to make that sound, then close it halfway, then close it completely. Those who have done Ujjayi before will keep their mouth closed and hear the sound. Inhaling in Ujjayi, inflate the abdomen like a balloon. Simultaneously push the pelvic platform, that is the anus, the vaginal area, that is the perineum, the urethra, the pelvic area, down and out. Exhale, bring abdomen back to normal and make sure there is a sound produced in Ujjayi. Bring the pelvic platform back to normal. We are currently doing abdominal breathing in Ujjayi, making sure we push the pelvic platform gently down and out. And we are now going to make an attempt to make our exhalations longer than the inhalations. What happens during exhalations is the abdomen comes back to normal and the Ujjayi exhalation goes on. So if inhalations are to account of 4, the exhalation to account of 6. If inhalations are to account of 5, the exhalations to account of 7. And if inhalations are at account of 6, exhalations at account of 8. All in Ujjayi. A win-win situation, multiple benefits with dual pranayam, Ujjayi and abdominal breaths. Ujjayi clears the mucus, phlegm from the throat, balances the secretions, keeping our thyroid normal, or reversing any situation of the thyroid, hypo or hyper, reversing any fears that are associated with relationships and finances, addressing the throat, and simultaneously addressing any situations in the abdominal organs as we do an abdominal breathing, pumping every organ out there with oxygenated blood. Helping nutrients to be absorbed, reversing acidity, gas, flatulence, indigestion, constipation, acid refluxes. It's all about the throat. It's all about the abdomen. Between one breath of Ujjayi and the next is life. Let's master this technique in such a way that we can do it even when we end our sessions. That thread of connectivity goes on. Last round. Notice how the abdomen feels at this point. See if there is a release of tensions here. And then lift the awareness to the ribcage. The lungs. to start with the Bellows Breath, Bhastrika Pranayam. Using your arms, bring the hands in a fist at shoulder level. Bring the thumbs in if you wish. Thumbs out are also fine. Elbows are out like wings. And as if you're stretching a band or a terra band held in your fists, you inhale and get the fists apart. You exhale and bring the fists back to where you begin. Bhastrika Pranayam, the bellows breath, inhaling fully, exhaling actively. Discontinue. Bring the hands down. And repeat one more time. In case the eyes open up, make sure it's a mindless unmani. Inhale fully, fill the lungs with oxygenated air. Exhale completely, empty them. Inhaling will separate the fists, making the elbows go back. Lungs are full. Exhaling will get the fists close to each other. Lungs are empty. Last round. Bring the hands down. Let the wrists rest on the knees. And now let's start with breathing from the ribcage. Inhale fully. Inflate the lungs. Expand them till you feel the intercostal muscles literally coming out of your ribcage. There's a lift in the chest. Exhale completely. Let the lungs come back to normal. Continue this. Thoracic breathing. Keep this effortless. Do only within capacity. Don't get waylaid by any confusions. It's just simple inhalations to a point where we use the third lobe of our lungs, thoracic breathing. Simple exhalations, puraks and rechaks. Puraks being inhalations, rechaks being exhalations. Amidst the puraks and the rechaks are sehaj kumbhaka, antar kumbha. When lungs are full and we hold, we retain for a moment. Bahir kumbha, when lungs are empty, we hold, we retain just for a moment. Not to a point of any discomfort. We introduce a count here now. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Empty lungs, 2. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Empty lungs, hold. Keep going. Ratio 4:4:6:2 in thoracic breathing. Introduce Ujjayi once again in this, the throat breath, rubbing inhaled and exhaled air through that larynx in the throat. A combination of Ujjayi with thoracic breaths. We're trying to maintain a ratio here with spine upright, shoulders tucked back, back of the head in line with the spine. A comfortable lotus pose Padmasana, or just seated on a chair if we have any knee conditions. Thoracic breaths in Ujjayi to a ratio of 4:4:6:2. Last count. Addressing any indications of asthma, bronchitis, cardiovascular situations, tachycardia, hypertension, low blood pressure. It's all about the lungs. It's all about the throat. Multiple benefits with dual pranayam, Ujjayi and thoracic breaths. As soon as you finish that last one, discontinue thoracic breathing. Discontinue Ujjayi. To restart Kapalabhati. This Kapalabhati is one set of alternate nostrils, one normal. Alternating. Alternate nostrils, normal. Alternate nostrils, normal. This is how it goes. Left, right, both. Left, right, both. Left, right, both. Kapalabhati continues. Alternate nostril and both. One each. Make sure once again, soft reminder, in case eyes open up, it's a mindless stare. Unmani. Last 3 sets. Left, right, both. Left, right, both. Left, right, both. Discontinue. Continue keeping eyes closed. Bring your hand down. Come into a chin mudra where the index fingertip touch the thumb tip and the other 3 fingers are open to face the ceiling since the wrists are rested on the knees of Padmasana. To start with clavicular breathing. What is clavicular breathing? The bones at the collar are called clavicles. Collarbones and the hollows in there. This combo of the collarbones and the hollow. What is clavicular breathing? When you inhale fully, you make hollows in the clavicles, which means you've used your lungs to full capacity. Exhale completely normalize. Clavicular breathing. Shoulders will lift a little. Collarbones will go up. Clavicles will become hollows. Inhale fully. Make hollows there. Just a few more rounds. Incorporate Ujjayi now in clavicular breaths. The shoulders will also lift up a little. There's also a little physical movement. This is all about the upper breath. In the West, the abdominal breaths are called lower breaths. The thoracic breaths are called middle breaths. The clavicular breaths are called upper breaths. Introduce Ujjayi here. Make sure your inhaled and exhaled air rub through the throat pit. Sound fully. A distinct, clear sound which not only you, but someone passing by or seated near you can hear. That is Ujjayi. Certain impediments may come if we are out of practice. Exhalations may be better than inhalations. Inhalations may be more bubbly. No problem. Regular practice will bring us back to a win-win, the best Ujjayi. Last 3 rounds of this dual pranayam, Ujjayi with clavicular breathing. Upper breath. Discontinue clavicular breathing and continuing Ujjayi. 3 rounds of abdominal breaths with pelvic thrusts. On finishing the lower breath, 3 rounds of thoracic breathing. Followed by 3 rounds of clavicular breaths, the upper breath. And now, yogic breathing to end today's session. Inhale, inflate the abdomen. Inhale only 1/3. Inhale, inflate the lungs. Inhale another 1/3. Inhale, fully go into a clavicular breath. Exhale completely. Only 2 more breaths. Yogic breathing. Abdomen, thoracic, clavicular, and you are filled with oxygenated air. Exhale. Third round, the last one, yogic breaths. Inhale, inflate the abdomen, push the pelvic platform down and out. Inhale more, your 2/3 full. Inhale completely from thoracic, move to clavicular. You're full. You're blessed. At this point, let's count our blessings for all the oxygen that we have. Exhale. Become aware of the stillness of the body. Become aware of the breath. Check it out between the upper lip and the nostrils to know that yes, we are alive. We are breathing. Because between one breath and the other is life. Then bring the awareness down to your palms. In case you are in any mudra yet, open it up. Rub the palms. Keep rubbing till you feel that energy, that warmth, that urja. Cap them on closed eyes or any other area that you want to fill with your own urja, abundance. And then slowly open your eyes and rise. Thank you all. Hari Om Tat Sat.